Jimmy Pedro, 2009 USA Judo World Team Coach. I'm here in the Netherlands with guest Rhadi Ferguson.
Yeah, my name is Rhadi Ferguson. I'm the head coach for the Bahamian Judo Federation for the 2009 World Championships. And Jimmy and I wanted to be the first ones to deliver some breaking news to you concerning the new rules for the International Judo Federation. You can go ahead, Jimmy, and explain.
Yeah, we just gotten word from the International Judo Federation that effective at the 2009 Junior World Championships, there are going to be some new rules that they're going to be competing under. It's going to be a test, so it's not official yet, but that event's going to be used as a test for these new rules. And essentially what they're doing is taking away any grappling whatsoever from the game. No athlete is going to be allowed to touch anything below the waist in order to score. So in other words, techniques like Morote Gari, Kataguruma, Teguruma, gone from judo. And what we've been told is that the first will be a warning. It won't be a Shido, it will be a warning. The second time would be automatic disqualification for trying to execute any of those techniques. So
the game of judo has changed, and a lot of people think that European judo will be no longer. I just believe that the European judo style will somewhat change. Concerning the rules, are they good for judo or are they not good for judo? I think the rules are what they are. I believe that all great judo coaches and strategists like Jimmy and myself will find a way, not around the rules, but through the rules to make excellent athletes.
Yeah, definitely the game's going to change. That's only one rule change, but you know, the thing that doesn't make sense to me is that Kataguruma has been a technique since the start of judo. It's one of the founding initial techniques that was brought into judo by Kano, and obviously it was brought in for a reason.
Right.
And you know, you talk about tall people, one of their big advantages is their legs and their length. And when you're a shorter player, well, the way to combat that is to actually grab the legs. And so that they can't engage with the legs all the time. So definitely techniques are going to change, strategy is going to change, and we'll see what the outcome is. It's going to be, you know, judo's an evolving sport. It's always evolved. It's always adapted. And we'll see.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of turned in karate for some of you all who understand what karate is. It's kind of like judo, but you can attack below the waist. I just wish that some people would have kind of looked at things from a little more research-based, kind of looked at the anthropometrics of the individual, understanding that there are techniques that individuals who are short use, there are techniques that individuals who are tall players use. I think it would have been good to look in between the weight class and kind of look at some of the techniques that are utilized at 60 kilos, 73, 66, 81, 90, etc., instead of coming up with such a blanket statement for all weight classes.
Well, one thing for sure is going to slow the game down. In my opinion, if you got to play with two hands, and I'm not saying you have to, but I'm guessing that that's eventually what's going to happen. The tall people are definitely at an advantage. The gripping game becomes extremely important at this point, because once a tall person gets an advantageous grip, if you're not allowed to go down low and get out of there and execute a Kataguruma, you know, you got to stand there, and you're not going to stand there if you're at a disadvantage with an inferior grip.
Anybody who has come to me for some personal training or educational settings in judo or sessions in judo, I talk about the many realms of judo. You have no-handed judo, one-handed judo, grip and go judo, and two-handed judo.
Sure.
And along that spectrum, a lot of people don't understand that in order to get to the two-handed judo game, you have to go through the other stages of the game. Right now, what they've essentially done is cut out the no-handed judo game.
Correct.
Which means you have to be excellent when it comes to getting your hands on the gi first. And I don't think that there's any product or educational tool out there on the market right now which is better than Grip Like a World Champion.
Well, certainly, that's the key to the game at this stage. Obviously, first thing you do in any judo match is grab now.
Right, because before it wasn't like that.
Right.
I had an option.
Now it's grab first, so gripping is extremely important, and then obviously the ability to throw your opponent.
So this is we got to get ready to go to the draws.
And that's only rule change number one. The other stuff, just to give you a quick synopsis.
I was ready to leave.
Always give them more. Quick synopsis is that they're going to go to a one referee system, meaning that there'll no longer be side judges in the matches. There'll be one referee with an earpiece in, and the referee commission will have...
With a what?
Well, from Boston, it's called an earpiece.
Okay.
But for the rest of you, it's called an earpiece. Okay? They're going to have an earpiece in. And the referee commission will have a direct line of communication with that head ref, giving them thoughts and advice throughout the match.
This is just how they do it in the NFL. I don't know. It kind of takes away what we call the inner observer reliability. I think that you sometimes need some people from different angles to watch the match. If you ever see people at a head table, I don't mind as long as they would be around the circumference of the mat.
It is tough. It's very difficult to see the technique from a different perspective.
Judo is dynamic, but I guess with the slowing down of the that's Jimmy Perez was popular. Zebra mats. People are always calling for mats, trying to get their mats all the time. Zebra mats, the best mats on the planet, baby.
Without a doubt. We'll catch you later. We're off to the draws.
All right, take care.